Momentum. What is momentum? My name is Karen Auha, and I recently launched a company called The Momentum Artist. And one of the first questions that I'm getting from people is, hey Karen, tell us about momentum. What does that mean and how does that apply to art? So I thought I would start with giving you the definition of momentum, giving you an example of what momentum is, and then going through a visual explanation. So momentum is the strength or force that something has when it's moving. The strength or force that allows something to continue, to grow, or to go faster as time passes. And a really good example of momentum is the flywheel. So if you're a mechanic, you already know what a flywheel is. It's really that component inside the car that contains the energy so when the car needs it, it can go. But for us creatives, a better example of the flywheel would be the potter's wheel. So think back before we had electricity when the potter's wheel had a foot pedal and you were consistently pumping the pedal to get the top wheel to continue spinning so you could throw your pottery. You didn't need to keep a consistent or pumping of that pedal. Your force could change slightly, but yet the top of the wheel was still going so you could throw your lovely vase, or your cup. So now I kind of want to go through and I want to apply that flywheel concept to your business and give you a visual explanation of what that means. So the blue circle in the center represents your company. And most companies' goal is to grow. It could be grow in sales or grow in number of galleries that represent you or grow in the number of pieces of art you have. So whatever your growth goals are, that would be up to you. So again, this is your company. So how does your company keep on running? Well, it's a cycle of create and sell, create and sell. And if one of these components is missing, so if you're not able to sell what you're creating, then eventually you're going to run out of money to be able to buy supplies to create something new. And if for some reason you can't create anymore or you can't create fast enough, then you don't have anything to sell. So this is how most businesses grow, that create and sell cycle. But the flywheel concept comes in when you realize that you have to have that foot pedal. You have to have something that is adding force to your create and sell cycle. So in Momentum Artists, we're focusing on learning. So you're going to learn better business practices. You're going to learn how to create a strong business plan. You're going to get input from your community of artists that are in the group. These are the things that you're going to be learning. And this is just part of the flywheel because it's not just about learning. It's also about exploring. So when you take the information that you've learned and you break it apart, you learn what works for you. You evaluate if a best business practice is going to work for your company or not going to work for your company. And you have to be willing to explore using those as launching points to go explore some new ideas for yourself as well. So the whole process works when you're learning, exploring, and you're taking your knowledge and putting it back into the create and sell cycle. So that is the visual of momentum. And it's why I chose the name, because I believe if we are implementing best business practices and really evaluating some automation and some things that we just need to happen in order to keep our create and sell cycle going, then we have momentum in our company.